Let me tell you a story. In a small village in Korea, there were 7 kids. They had a dream to stand on a big stage and show the world who they are through movement. Now it's time to see their story.
Let me tell you a story. In a small village in Korea, there were 7 kids. They had a dream to stand on a big stage and show the world who they are through movement. Now it's time to see their story. Let me tell you a story. In a small village in Korea, there were 7 kids. They had a dream to stand on a big stage and show the world who they are through movement. Now it's time to see their story. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. In a small village in Korea, there were 7 kids. They had a dream to stand on a big stage and show the world who they are through movement. Now it's time to see their story. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. In a small village in Korea, there were 7 kids. They had a dream to stand on a big stage and show the world who they are through movement. Now it's time to see their story. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. In a small village in Korea, there were 7 kids. They had a dream to stand on a big stage and show the world who they are through movement. Now it's time to see their story. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. We are.
내 앞으로 와도 돼?
Two judges.
앞으로 안 와도 되겠어. 잠깐만. 여기 앞으로.
Something was beginning. We were clumsy, but we trusted each other and moved together. We didn't know then those small steps were already headed toward a big stage.
Anyone got a good right here? Me. That's good. Any other ideas? How about this? Nice.
They danced with passion, chasing their dream toward the stage they longed for. But that stage, it wasn't a place you could reach by dancing alone. So they began a new journey, working, striving, doing whatever it took to make their dreams real.
They made a choice. For one chance they would move their goal. That stage in England to make that dream real. They each began their own journey. One girl worked at the cafe, spinning trays like a dancer. Welcome, she smiled, pouring lattes with flair. She twirled, served and saved every tip with pride. One girl danced between aisles in the bookstore. She stacked books, then moonwalked down the road. Someday, she whispered, I'll write my own chapter. One girl juggled orders at the burger joint. She sang along to the kitchen beat, flipping patties in time with the rhythm. One girl played her guitar in the park. Crowds gathered, coins drummed. She bowed and beamed for the ticket. One girl washed windows on street corners, each wipe a wavy smile, a promise. I'm cleaning my way to the UK. She left. One girl danced in costume at the mall. Kids cheered. She bowed dramatically. Every stage matters, she said with a wink. They weren't just working, they were building a bridge to a dream across the sea.
One boy worked late into the evening, wiping tables, mopping floors. He counted coins on the way home, a smile growing on his tired face. Almost there, he whispered. Outside night faded into morning. One by one they arrived. Laughter filled the air, they were back. This boy walked in, a quiet fire in his eyes. He looked at them all and said, I have something to show you. He raised his hand to the sky, and there it was, a ticket to the stage of their dream.
Viva, go ahead.
But every story has its trials. The space they once dreamed and the ticket to that dream were gone, just like that. And with them, the dream itself faded.
5, 6, 7, 8.
They all drifted apart. The space they once called their dream was gone, and the force that once held them together was fading.
Was it all just a dream? Now I'm here and alone.
Everything stopped. The space, the music, even the dream that once held them together.
They kept going, not because they believed, but because stopping wasn't an option. That stage, it felt farther every day, but their body remembered the dream. One girl worked at the cafe, spinning trays like a dancer. Welcome, she muttered, eyes on the next order. She twirled, served, and counted coins out of habit, not hope. One girl danced between aisles in the bookstore. She stacked books without reading the titles. Her moonwalk was slower now, just one more shift, she sighed.
One girl juggled orders at the burger joint. Fewer coins dropped now. She didn't smile, but she still bowed thanks. She whispered. One girl washed windows on street corners. Her arms moved like clockwork. One more day, she told herself, just keep going. One girl danced in costume at the mall. She waved at kids with tired hands. Her wink had faded, but her bow stayed perfect. They weren't chasing a dream now, but they were still moving. Because movement was all they had left.
And so the boy couldn't hold on to them because he couldn't carry the weight of their lives or their dreams. And just like that, they went their separate ways. And in that quiet moment, something shifted. Watching the children dance with no stage, no prize, no reason, but joy. They didn't gather to chase a destination. They gathered because dancing together made them feel alive. They began to dream again, and this time the stage has changed. It wasn't far away or grand, it was here, in this moment. This place where they could give their all. This was their dream stage now. Live from Siheung, South Korea, it's the grand finals of the dance performance competition. Let's begin! just like that, the children's story came to an end. What happened to them, you ask? Their stages became someone else's dream. And in time, they found themselves standing on the stage of their dreams.
It's the thought of being young, when your heart stays like a drum, beating louder with nowhere to guard it. When it all seems like it's wrong, sing along to our own joy, and could have feeling we're just getting started.
When the lights get cold and the rhythm starts to fall behind,
Just dream about that moment when you look yourself right in the eye. Then you say,
I wanna dance, the music's got me going, nothing that can stop how we move. Yeah, let's make a place in there, just like we're going and rolling like we're dancing fools. We don't need to worry, 'cause when we fall we know how to play.
don't talk, just walk your walk tonight.
'Cause we don't need permission to dance.
There's always something that's standing in the way, but if you don't let it phase you, you know just how to put just hit the right bar. Yeah, 'cause there's no looking back. There ain't no one to prove we don't got this on lock. Yeah, the wait is over. The time is not, so let's do it right. Yeah, we keep going and stay up until we see the sun.
I wanna dance, the music's got me going, and nothing that can stop how we move. Yeah, let's break our hearts and leave just like we're golden and rolling like we're dancing fools. We don't need to worry, 'cause when we fall we know how to land.
Don't need the talk, just walk the walk tonight.
'Cause we don't need permission to dance. Come on, it's gonna be fucking hard. Special edition in your AI couldn't copy. I'm leaving clues on the fit and the land is hot tea. No, I'm not thinking about no exes, no, they miss me. I got the whole room spinning like it's tipsy. Stick it to the rocks. Ooh, wanna rock with Jenny. Keep your head down, nails done like Jenny. Who else got 'em obsessed like Jenny? Like Jenny. I think I really like Kenny. Haters that I really like Jenny. 'Cause they can never ever be Jenny. But have you ever met Jenny? It's Jenny. But have you ever met? But have you ever met? But have you ever met? 말조도 못해서 cut shit. 포징 한 번에 만들어 mosh pit. They can't deal with me 'cause I'm priceless. You're the